Generating images using AI has been a thing for now, but still, most of us are not very good at it. That's mainly because it requires some experience with prompt engineering, writing prompts in a way that the AI model understands what you need. But I found a tool that can give you stunning results even if you're a beginner. Like, it does the prompt engineering for you for the most part. It's called SeaArt, and they reached out to me asking me to check out their platform, so let's do it. Now, I'm not an expert in building prompts. In fact, this is my first time using this platform in general, so let's see how well I do. Signing up is pretty simple. You can use your Google account. They have a bunch of features, like you can actually upload or train your own AI model. There's even a chat feature built in which is similar to ChatGPT. You can actually ask it for some ideas. So I'm gonna start with that. Let's see if it can give me some ideas for a Spider-Man costume, which is not so typical. And there you go, it's generating some results. You don't have to go to any other site. It's all available in a single tab. Now, one thing I could point out for the SeaArt team to improve is the font. Like, the font on the website is not that easy to read, and they told me that if I have any changes to suggest, they'll do it within 2 weeks. So that's pretty cool. So if you could change the font style, that'll really improve the experience. It's a simple change, I guess. Anyway, I got an idea for my Spider-Man art, so I'll just go to AI painting. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I'm going to generate to my own channel. Yep, it has image to image and control net as well, so that's pretty cool. And by the way, this is free access to a certain extent. You don't have to immediately pay for it. It's one of the most feature-rich interfaces I've seen for generating AI images. They have extra features too, like expansion. They can expand the images out. So if you have an image in a small cropped resolution, you can build it out to be like a bigger image. It'll automatically fill in the blank areas. We'll test it out later. But first, let's build out our Spider-Man. And I'm gonna build like a very basic prompt. This is something that anyone can write with some understanding. I'm not including any technical words here. Like, I'm not including any negative prompts. I'm not including any like ratios for intensities of different elements. I'm just writing in plain English. That's it. That's one of the best features of SeaArt. Like, it takes your regular prompts and then automatically converts them into some really good, well-designed prompt. So you don't have to have the complete knowledge of building a prompt yourself. SeaArt platform will help you out with that. So it's very beginner friendly. And that's exactly what I am, a beginner. So let's see what I can do. There we go, it's complete. And wow, that's kind of what I was thinking, like a classic comic book style. And it identified that, and you can see it has added the negative prompt as well, which I never included. Of course, it can use some refinements. I can make some changes to these images, but right out of the bat, just using natural language prompts, it's better than any other tool I've seen. And there's a feature called Describe where you can upload any image and it'll kind of build a prompt for you. So let's try it with this generic stock image. Let's see how it describes it. I'm going to click submit, and it's building something for me. Oh, there you go. Those are the prompts. And impressively, it managed to identify the photo exactly. And that's exactly correct. It's a photo from that person, which I took from pexels.com. I didn't expect that, but cool. And if you need help with building out a better prompt, it has this prompt studio where you can include prompts for each section, such as quality, the effects, the appearance, because some people have gotten ridiculously good results. Like, look at this. It's a learning experience, but you can see how easy it is to get started. Let's try out the expansion feature, shall we? Here's an image that I made for Instagram. It is like a vertical image. There seems to be a limitation for 1024 by 1024 in the free account, which I'm using. That's still good enough, at least to get you started. You can always upgrade later on. I'm going to drag it by the side to fill in that extra area, and I'll add some prompts to fill in that gap. Let's see how it brings up. I could write the prompts myself, or I could click on the intelligent analysis. It'll do the work for me. I'm going to clean up this prompt a little bit, maybe add some lightsabers. Let's see what it comes up with. Hey, look at that. It kind of blended the lightsaber with my arrow somehow. That's an interesting effect. There are a few like small mistakes, like typos with the automatic fill that it generates for the negative prompts. So again, SeaArt team, could you please refine that a little bit? It's really nice that it kind of automatically builds prompts for me, but it has a few mistakes. But still, SeaArt is one of the best and the easiest platforms I've used. If you don't believe me, let's just copy this Spider-Man prompt that I made earlier, and let's go to Stable Diffusion online. Stable Diffusion is really good, open source, but if I copy paste it, this is the result we'll get. I'm not saying Stable Diffusion is bad. Of course not, it's really good. But it requires a lot more prompting from your side. Like, you have to be a bit more competent at prompt engineering, whereas you saw how good SeaArt is even for beginners. So that's my point. It's a feature-rich, beginner-friendly platform where you can really get good within a couple of hours. So let me try that prompt we generated earlier for the stock image. It could still use a little bit of work, but 90% of my work is done immediately. Just look at some of these artworks people have generated. Like, look at this. Unless you're looking very close, it's difficult to identify that it's AI generated, right? Look at this Deadpool. Look at this photo. Yeah, I knew it. I knew I should have used hyperrealism. Let me try it with Green Lantern, shall we? Damn, look at that. Did you see that? I started using this platform less than like 20 minutes ago, and I'm generating this. See how fast I learned how to use this, right? Imagine if I spend 1 hour on this. Imagine if I spend 1 week practicing on this platform. How good would I get? All these extra guidance and all these autofill features are really helping out prompt engineers. And the SeaArt platform is still very new. The developers are constantly adding new things. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. I'll tell their officials. Like I said, they would include it within a couple of weeks. So I'll link it in the description. Please go take a look. This is really cool. Now, of course, you will see some strange looking images here and there, but remember, as I always say, it's not the platform, it's the user. If you try to manipulate it in a certain way, the platform may initially allow you to do so, but they will eventually flag it and they'll kind of remove it. You know what I'm talking about, right? But yeah, that was about it. Those were my brief experiences using SeaArt. And by the way, you get 60 creations per day, which is really cool. You get to complete these tasks and you will get extra credits to complete even more artworks. That's a lot more than any other app I've seen. Like for example, I use Starry AI as well. That only gives you 5 credits a day, and each credit can only generate 4 images, whereas this one is 60 per day. So you get ample amounts of time to practice and generate new things. You can stay tuned to their Discord as well. I'm sure they'll announce a lot of cool new features, and I'm completely confident that their results are comparable to some of the top tools out there like Midjourney. Midjourney is ridiculously good nowadays, especially after its recent update. But I'm happy to see that a small platform like SeaArt, even with its free tool, is on par with it. I mean, don't you agree? Have you ever seen a free platform which is so easy to use for anyone, giving you results of this quality? Look at it. I don't think I need to speak much more. The results speak for themselves, right? So go ahead and check out their platform. Again, links in the description and the pinned comments. And thanks again to SeaArt team for letting me play around with their platform. Man, this was really cool.